Hello and welcome to Diecast Graveyard's Halloween hearse build. I don't particularly care for hearses, but Diecast Graveyard, Paul's such a good guy, I said I would do it. So, what other car is so sinister that we could turn it into a hearse? A 58 Plymouth Fury. So today I am going to be turning this car and maybe using this roof line, which was so graciously donated by our other modeler friend Brian Free, which I stopped by to drop off some Createx paint for him tonight, and he gave me this out of his junk pile. So, a Christine hearse. That's about as sinister as you can get. So, I like it. Stay tuned. Okay, here we have all our pieces to our hearse. Got this drilled out, and it has its fair amount of play. This came from a set that I bought from a child. Parents that he'd grown up and he didn't want his cars anymore, so I bought their collection. It's a kind of cool orange, but we will be throwing this in the stripper. Got this Cadillac here. I got to drill out that front grille, throw this baby in the stripper. Wheels are play worn bent, so we will popping those out. Cool white walls, but they're all bent up, so we'll be using something else a little bit more appropriate. White interior, and we'll be modifying the interior, possibly to make it fit the coffin in. So I'm gonna go throw these in the stripper and see what we have. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are back with the Christine hearse. I cut the back end out, and I cut the roof off of that Hearse funny car, and did some filing and fitting, and this is where I'm at. I'm putting a window there, and we got this gap here, but the roof line's pretty close. I'll file it down, glue it on, file it down, then I'm going to take some epoxy and fill the sides in, and then do some sanding, and when I get done I'll do some more sanding. So let's see what we can do here in making this thing look more like a hearse. Stay tuned. Okay, and we are back with Christine the hearse. So I got this stick of steel stick by what I like to call Jim Silva weld, and mixed a little bit together and filled in those areas and trimmed it down, waiting for it to set up, and then we will start doing some sanding. I think this is going to turn out all right. Hopefully it will be painless. I only got a week to finish this thing. Maybe one day I'll get to work on some of my regular projects that I enjoy doing, but we'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, and we're back with our Christine hearse. I filed everything down and threw me some Bondo spot putty in there, trying to smooth everything out. And once we get this done, then we will see where we're at. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are back with our Christine hearse. Got the wheels all set up, wheels and tires all set up. I got to paint the wheels. They're blue right now. They're M2 wheels, and I got to paint white walls on there. And I've got all the body work sorted, and the front windshield I'm going to make some back windows that are just tinted black. And it's Wednesday, so hopefully I will have this done by Saturday. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this thing in some primer and at least some red paint tonight, and then we'll have to do the white later. So stay tuned. Okay, this is just a quick video showing how I made this back window for my Hearse. This is the original back window out of the Hearse funny car. And now I've actually lowered it a little bit, but with making one, I think it'll be just fine. All I did was take some blister pack, and this is some Sculpey that I use for when I'm mold making, and I basically just stuck that in here, and I heated this up and jammed that thing into the Sculpey, and voila, we have ourselves a back window. It's a little bit crude, but once I'm done with it, maybe do a little bit of polishing on it, I think it'll look just fine. So just wanted to show that quick way to make windows. I make my bubble windows the same way, just using, for my vans, just using the end of a paintbrush. That's all you have to use. Just heat it up and cut them out. Instant windows. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are back with our bits and pieces to our Christine Hearse for Halloween. And as you can see, we have the base all done. And we got this nice set of period correct hubcaps for the centers. I actually painted white walls on here. That was kind of a trick to do. We got the front end all detailed, and headlights, bumpers all chrome, bottom painted black, tailpipes, and I drilled the tailpipes out to give them a little bit more realism. And like I said, we painted the center dull aluminum and painted the bumpers chrome, give it that the look that I was looking for. Yes, I know that has a full interior, but I'm just using that for just basically put it back in there so that it holds the wheels in. You won't even see it because I did all the windows tinted, because that was the way it was when Christine was driving by itself and out on a killing spree, or revenge, whatever you want to call it. So this thing would focus. There we go. Got nice shiny paint job with tinted windows made out of blister pack in the side. I showed you how I made the back window, and front windows the original. Just did a little bit of detail on the back. Everything flowed together. This was kind of a rush project, because coming off the 3 Blind Mice and doing this one, it was just, a lot. But I swung it today. It's Friday morning right now, so. But she came out looking pretty good. Let's put this baby together and get her on the turntable. So stay tuned. Okay, and here we are back with our reveal of our Halloween special that was put on by our friend Paul over at Diecast Graveyard. Thank you for joining me with this, or including me with this. Not a big fan of Hearses, but like I say, this one come out really cool. So what other way to do something for Halloween than to do Christine? So without further ado, here she is. She can run over you and stop, pick you up, throw you in the back, take you to the morgue. It's all a one-shot package deal. So like I say, we used a Hot Wheels 58 Sport Fury, a regular one, and I got some kind of weird Hot Wheels funny car hearse body that I got from our good friend Brian Free. The wheels, they come from a M2. The tires come from a Green Light. And just a lot of bright work and chrome work, and here you have it, and a lot of body work too. And we cannot forget the Jim Silva weld that was helped to join the scenes from the Hearse to the Fury. So if you haven't got yourself some Jim Silva weld, make sure you go out and get yourself some. It works out great. So there you have it. I hope you all have a happy Halloween, and we will catch you on the next build in a week or so. So hope you've enjoyed this. This was a little rush job, but like I say, I pulled it off, and hope you have a great weekend. Thanks.